All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And here now come the Falcons. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Get out! Wait! Wait! Four down. Hey, rip lance. On!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go.
Now the rookie from Notre Dame, it's Josh Adams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go. Wait. That's 11. Got 4 down. 20.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Newton now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They give it to Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Gun.
On second down, Ryan. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Dante Jackson picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Green.
To throw on second down is Newton. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now the pitch to Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big run there by Freeman. 47 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Ito Smith, his first carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Get up! Hey, Tuesday. Down, ready, 25 tonight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Wiggles free. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Watch two.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Coleman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it with Jackson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Here's Newton now on second down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Anderson, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to the ground, Anderson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now Ryan on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Ryan now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Falcons on third down.
21.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Gano's kick is right through. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 105 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Connects with Sanu right side. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
There we go. Four down, check, four down. Left.
A first down carry for Smith. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, let's go. Hey, four down. Watch out.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. K1 short. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. They need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Ryan now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's loose again. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 105 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with Coleman. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Play action. Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
There we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun, gun,
Now it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now it's Jackson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
From the 50, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Ryan now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Smith. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
way. Ready, set up. 525. Get out, Hut.
Now Ryan on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bagle, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, McCaffrey. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big run there by Freeman, and even 50 yards on the ground. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's a give to Smith. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. K1 short. In there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey, gun. 21.
Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are in for 6. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Anderson. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. 10th carry now for Anderson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
I just want to put this one behind them. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, let's go. 21.
On second down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.